Is Iran now planning to end the war? See, it's the 14th day of the Iran-Israel-US war. Both sides have attacked each other. The supreme leader and top commanders have been killed, and there have also been civilians' death and major infrastructure damage. Both sides continue their attacks and there is still no ceasefire. But now the situation is such that this war could either end or it could go to the next level. Because see, Israel and the US thought that if they killed their supreme leader, Iran would collapse and surrender. But that didn't happen. Iran didn't surrender, and yet Donald Trump is demanding Iran's unconditional surrender, showing no acceptance of any terms. Israel also sees no quick end to the war or any regime collapse in the Iran. Iran has even blocked the Strait of Hormuz for Israel and the US, and now it has announced 3 conditions. Yes, 3 big conditions to end the war. That means Iran is looking for peace but without surrendering. So what are those 3 big conditions? I will explain. Hello, I'm Khatija and you're watching Lokmat Times. But before we get into the story, I want to stop for a second and talk to you directly. You watch our videos, you share them, you leave comments that genuinely keep us going. And we see all of it. Yes, we really do. But here's the thing, 90% of you still haven't subscribed to this channel, and that needs to change. I know you won't let us down, so go ahead, do it now, and then let's get into this, because this story cannot wait. So now let's dive deep. Tensions in the Middle East remain very high as the war involving Iran, the US and Israel continues, with missile strikes and military threats across the region. Amid this escalating conflict, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has outlined the conditions under which Tehran says it is willing to end the war. According to Iran, the fighting could stop if certain political and security demands are met. And now let's talk about the 3 conditions Iran has put forward to end the war. Iran's government say these 3 demands must be fulfilled before the conflict can come to an end. These conditions mainly focus on political recognition, financial compensation, and security guarantees. The first condition is that Iran's legitimate rights, that is nuclear program and regional influence, must be recognized. Tehran says that any peace agreement must respect Iran's sovereignty and its political standing in the region. The second condition is compensation for the damage caused during the war. Iranian officials say airstrike and military operations have destroyed infrastructure and also caused civilian deaths. And because of this, those responsible must pay reparations. The third condition is a firm international guarantee that Iran will not face similar attacks again in the future. Tehran believes these assurances are necessary to prevent another military escalations. In a post on social media platform X, President Masoud Pezeshkian explained Iran's position and said that Iran still remains committed to peace in the region. But while presenting these peace conditions, Iran has also issued a strong warning. The country says that if its ports or maritime infrastructure are attacked, it could trigger a much wider regional response. Abul Fazl Sheikarachi, spokesperson of Iran's armed forces, said that Tehran would target strategic locations across the Persian Gulf if its own ports were attacked. He warned that Iran's military can strike major economic and transport hubs in the region. So according to him, if Iran's ports and docks are threatened, then all ports and docks in the region could become legitimate targets. He also warned that the Iranian armed forces could launch even stronger operations if the conflict intensifies. He said that Iran could carry out operations than what it has done so far. Sheikarachi also called countries in the region to reconsider hosting American forces and urged them to expel US troops from their territories. Now the question is, why might Iran want to end this war? Even after intense bombing campaigns and targeted strikes on military leaders, there are still no signs that Iranian regime is collapsing. Iran is still standing firm. But at the same time, the war is making Iran's economic crisis even worse. For years, international sanctions have already put heavy pressure on the country's economy, and this conflict has made the situation even more difficult. Airstrikes and missiles attacks have damaged buildings, transport networks, and public facilities in several cities. The cost of rebuilding all this could be enormous, and trade disruptions are also affecting economic activity in the region. And at the same time, people in Iran are forcing rising inflation, job losses, and shortages of essential goods. So this could also be one of the reasons why Iran might be looking for an end to the war. But in the end, wanting a ceasefire is always better. Now, what do you think about Iran's 3 conditions to end this war? Do you think this could really lead to peace, or will the conflict continue? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching Lokmat Times. This is Khatija signing off.